Hello, and welcome back to this Trails of Cold Steel 2 Let's Play with me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode, we did our big battle for Thors, managed to convince the nobles via combat to join us, and now we finish the Awakening Lions act. So, let us see what's up next. My guess is we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff to do. Whole bunch of things. But it's glorious to be back in. The gardening club back together, the jousting or equestrian club back together. It seems like the 3 second years don't want to talk to anyone, as do the twins. But that's fine. But Trista is reunited once again. As Valamir stands on the highway, I would have put him in the school grounds. I think that has way more. I would have put it on the ship rather than outside the town. Basically. I know that the ship's here, but you could have put it on the fucking... You could put it on this deck.
I'm so happy to finally be back. And looking around, I'm not alone in that sentiment either. Maybe it won't last, but everyone's determined to enjoy it to the fullest while they can. After all, who knows what tomorrow will bring.
The invasion of Heimdall.
I knew things wouldn't instantly go back to normal, but I didn't expect all that to be thrown on us.
5 hours earlier.
You want us to help liberate the capital?
And yeah, it's the only possible logical one.
Brewer and Berea hard silent, we have a firm foothold to take back Heimdall. If we don't seize the moment before the year is up, there's every chance the war will drag on even longer as a result.
Fighting is still brutal as ever in western Erebonia. But if the Nortia and Kreutzen provincial armies keep their word not to interfere, they may be able to turn the war around.
Interesting.
That does sound like the best chance we'll ever get, but I still have doubts.
Still a lot of
I've
problems.
said it before, and I'll say it again. We have no intention of taking an active role in the war.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's true.
We simply wish to fulfill our duties as military academy students.
That sounds perfectly fine to me.
We aren't asking you to fight on the front lines to retake the city. Rather, we would like you, the students of Thor's military academy, to liberate one very specific location.
Yeah?
And where might that be?
I'll be the one explaining that.
Mr. Oliver. Oh, no. Holy shit.
Too?
Holy shit.
You're from the intelligence division.
Lecter Arundel.
Huh. Hi, Elector. Long time no see. You back from Crossbell?
An enigma, to say the least.
The most pressing problem over there is all taken care of now. So I was finally able to access the Intelligence Division's network again.
Wait a second.
Most pressing problem? What happened over there?
Oh, you know, that azure tree is gone. There was a ton of confusion
Lloyd
after
Bannings.
its disappearance. But President Croyce has been arrested, and things are beginning to calm down.
We had no idea.
I remember feeling an incredible amount of mana from that tree.
Whatever happened there, it's obvious Ouroboros was involved.
They certainly were.
Regardless of how it came to happen, the fact remains. Crossbell is of no danger to us now. Yet with that comes new dangers on the horizon.
What do you mean, Dad?
Now that Crossbell is no longer a threat,
The Republic.
there's every chance the Calvard Republic might make a move, is that correct?
The Republic still has its own share of chaos as a result of their economic crisis and terrorism. But now that there's an opening to take Crossbell, we've no doubt they will recover sooner rather than later.
And without Gorelia Fortress to serve as an effective deterrent, there's always the possibility they could use Crossbell as a staging area to launch a military incursion into Erebonia.
As a result, our primary concern is ending this war as soon as possible.
To rebuild that front.
We could use your assistance in bringing it to an ever swifter conclusion.
And we know probably what
I understand the situation.
my guess
In that
is.
case, where is this specific location that you'd like us to liberate?
That would be the Corel Imperial Villa.
Hey, isn't that...
That's the Imperial family's villa on the outskirts of the city, right?
Are you suggesting that my family is at the villa?
We believe your assumption to be correct, Your Highness.
So that is what we're going to be
The
doing.
Intelligence Division has established that His Imperial Majesty and the rest of your family have been imprisoned there. Lady Elise Schwarzer and Imperial Governor Regnitz are also with them.
Which also fulfills another goals for us.
Dad's there too?
They've been there this whole time?
It's close to the capital, but it's surrounded on all sides by cliffs and the like. That makes it the perfect place to keep VIPs hidden away.
Exactly. The only way to access it via land is a special train that runs from Heimdall Station. And that is currently heavily secured by the Imperial Guard.
Let's go.
Were your party to use the Courageous to fly there, you should be able to get inside.
I think you already know our answer.
It's a yes.
Yeah, I'm in.
If you say they're there, Lecter, then they're there. It's not much different from liberating Ruhr or the Twin Dragons Bridge, if we think of it like rescuing someone related to us.
Indeed. While the Imperial family is naturally of great importance, rescuing a member of the Board of Directors fits our motives to a T.
Indeed it
And
does.
we've always seen it as our duty to help those related to the Academy.
Guess that settles that.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
Well, aren't we being humble?
This is what friends do.
You are friends now, Eustace.
To think these kids would turn out to be so dependable. You're telling me. They're almost dazzling.
Your Highness, may we have your permission to move forward? Yes, by all means.
Here we go.
I, Alphen Rice Arner, humbly request that you carry out this mission. Very well, Your Highness.
So,
Students of Thor's Military Academy, I hereby declare that we shall dedicate our all to the liberation of the Corel Imperial Villa.
there we go. So we have our next spot. My guess is we're not...
Really is strange.
It's not going to be the end of it.
For all I know, tomorrow could determine the outcome of this war. And yet I feel completely at peace. Just being back here, seeing the sky, and being surrounded by this cool air makes me feel so happy. Why?
You're not planning on standing here alone the whole night, are you?
Oh, hey Celine. Where's Emma?
Who knows? I'm guessing she's over in the literature club's room. One of the second years dragged her off. Something about checking if any of her precious book collection had vanished.
There we go.
That would be Dorothy.
Celine knows,
I
though.
don't know. I could wander around, but my head's kind of full at the moment. It's like it's suddenly registering just how much this academy means to me. I knew I liked it, but I never realized how much.
Was a lot.
Oh? Well, whatever you end up doing tonight, make it count. With both Vita and Ouroboros involved, you haven't seen the worst this war has to offer. The hardest part's yet to come.
This is her saying that we need to do our final.
Your friend in the goofy bandana weighed down by regrets, do you?
True enough.
And we know where that's going to lead.
Oh, hey, are you here because you were worried about me? You've always been so considerate of us, even if you do try to hide it by acting grumpy half the time.
Maybe.
Stop that! You can't go around being nice to every girl you run into. Try treating someone special for once.
Hint, hint.
Surely there's someone who fits that description better than me.
Someone special, huh?
This could be the last night you have to enjoy before everything goes to hell. Go and walk around a bit already. Oh, and go pay Valimar a visit too.
There we go.
Honestly, anyone with half a brain could have figured that out. Why do I have to be the one to tell you?
He's not so obvious.
She's right. It seems a shame to waste a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity standing around here alone. Besides, it's been a long time since I was last here at the academy. I should walk around and see everyone.
We've certainly got a lot of that.
I've got a lot of catching up to do with the people in Trista. And after Valimar offered to stand guard near the west exit, it wouldn't feel right to leave him by himself the whole night.
There we go. So we've got some. You can now use quick travel in Trista and the academy, which is certainly something we're going to need to do. So we're going to need to go to the front entrance. That yellow mark is something we're going to come back to with Alyssa, because we do have some other stuff to do first. So first things we need to do is head to the upper class dorm. Speak to Lottie. She gives us a recipe, which is always good. Then we need to head back into the school. A wartime rationer. Nice. We need to head back into the school. We need to head towards the library. And speak to the Carol, the librarian. The finale of the Jack. Then after this, we need to head towards Kirsch's Inn. So front entrance again. Elise is just staring at Rean there every single time he goes past. Let's head to the Kirsch Cafe and Inn, of course. Speak to Mr. Van Dyke. Old Man Abbott, sorry. It's not who I need to be speaking to. I need to be speaking to Vice Principal. Which could those books be? Complete Jam Attack collection, it certainly is. Gave the series a hard recommendation in an interview. Interesting. He loves Rixia Mao. He's forgot about his celebrity crush. We're going to give him the Gambler Jacks. A Zemurian ore is a pretty big gift. Not for anything more than an odd stone. You can make a customizable weapon, which we'll make for Rean at some point. Which is very good. Make sure you come back. Very, 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 very nice. Okay. Then we've got 2 fishing spots to do. So let's head towards that first fishing spot. One that we know well, Trista River here.
Oh, I could probably fish here.
You certainly could. Let's just go ahead and fish. We'll try and take it all. I hate it when it does that. Stupid fucking game. Stick in one bloody place, you dickhead. Just stick it long enough for me to get a usable amount. Would be nice. But we got it there. Nice. I think that's a new one for us.
Whoa, this is a big one.
A noble carp. Okay, what I'll do is I'll fish off camera and I'll see you guys in a second. I'll come back to you at the second fishing spot. So here we are at the second one, which is of course located in the school grounds. So let's go ahead and grab that all together. Hit this. Get a little salamander boy. Grab that like so.
Not what I had in mind.
Thank you very much. So, now we have done this. We've gained ourselves this spot here. We need to now head towards town once again. Once again, seeing where our future lies in Elisa. We need to head towards a certain little town house here in the area, which I believe this is the one we need to go. This house here, and if we head towards, not these guys of course, there should be, there we go, the bookshelf. Driving for everyone. Get a new bike colour, which is fire for the bike, which I'm of course going to use. Now, this is where it starts to get pretty goddamn heady. We've got a bunch of we have a bunch of profiles to get, so I think we're going to start from front to back. So we need to speak to Teresa inside of the building first. We need to speak to not the receptionist, but the main building entrance. So head towards the instructor room. Infirmary? No. Where's the instructor's room? There's Mint in here. She dragged you into all this. Probably the last thing she wanted to ever come back from Raw. I think she's sweet. She explains to you how much she cares about you. I'm starting to think if maybe you don't mind relying for seeing how this made me a little happy. It's very cute. Obviously we know that they're kind of dating. And I should get these two together again. Good old Inspector Marakov. The principal's office has Prince Alfin, Instructor Mary. But we're going to speak to Van Dyke. Swarsa, good to see you. Just like to be as I saw, the battle between yourselves and the upper class is made for splendid viewing. Could see it becoming a school legend that persists for decades to come. I think it probably will be. It's a pretty monumental event. They were old friends, of course. This effort's not just a loss to us, but to an entire nation. War asks us to make sacrifices, but doesn't allow us the loss of innocent life any easier to swallow. Amen. It's a pain to grew all too familiar due to our days in the army, but it never gets any less agonizing. Please rest easy and take care of things from here. There we go. Slightly ambitious. That is incredibly strong. I want Beatrix to come with me, to be honest. Beatrix is the one who I think is gonna do a lot for us. Right, that's it for the first floor. Let's head to the second floor and get into some of these rooms. Computer room is not one where we need to go into. Computer room is locked. Interesting. In here we have, in the art room. Anyone in here need an art room? There's guys here, obviously. Well, time for the next one. It's quite funny, really. Finally getting some chance to spend some time in some of the rooms that they wanted. We have your boy in this room, which is all very, very good. No one in the music room, interestingly, but there we go. We've got Vivi. Long journey before we're back. Thank you very much for saying safe, Vivi. That's very, very cute between the two sisters. Now, the next one is Up on the rooftop. Ooh. We're not going to speak to those guys quite yet. It's so quiet here, hard to believe there's not a war raging around me. Thus, they're finally going to happen. Don't know why it took them so long. They are very, very cute. I think that might be mirroring what we're going to have happening in a second, but still, it's rather cute. So, let's head to the student union. Go speak to the gentleman at the chess club. Literature thing. Chess club is no longer a thing, right? This is Stefan. I'm still amazed how members of the upper class actually went on the way to protect the club room. Don't think I've ever been so moved. I love this academy and I love its chess club. It's nice that there's a thing for everyone. We're going to head to the academy field next. Ooh. Who, I'm guessing, here. No matter how much. Lambert. Beloved Wickham, how I've longed to see you again. Not a moment passes where I don't think of you. Unwavering safety was nothing to press on. Of course, we know this is the horse that we had to find. In order, he would not be happy without this. So let's head to the front entrance again. Speak to you guys. Upper class student is not who we're wanting. Celine, Celestine, hello, Lord Master Rean. Congratulations on winning your battle earlier. Your victory was truly deserved. Promise to see how well you and Patrick fought together, though I suppose it's not too surprising. Going quite a lot. I believe this leadership of the Lord Lion is fight with you to help for his wonderful transformation. How very, very sweet. So, the next one we need to speak to here is Theresa, who I believe is this one here. Left Academy, I thought this was done over for good. No crying for another first years. You're supposed to be setting a good example. Need to stay strong to the very end. Yes, you do indeed. Okay. I kind of want to go to the old schoolhouse, but I'm not going to right now. As we have Rean speaking to the kids, obviously, which is very, very cute. But let's head first to Brandon General Goods. Keen's bookstore would be cool to look into, but Brandon's General Goods. Speak to Becky. Man, I can't believe it's not going to reminds me Academy Festival after party. Commemorative, we could always hold it if we wrapped up. Very, very cute. All he thinks about is profits. But we're starting to see the little parents start to make their ways up to different sections. So, let's speak to Colette. Let's hang out. We haven't talked to him forever. I promise. How very, very cute. Simply the power of love. She certainly knows what she wants. How very, very, very lovely. So, let's head towards Septian Church. Glad to see everyone is doing alright. Been worried about them. I'm so happy. Thank Adios. It's very, very lovely. Out here at the dorm. Casper. Here it is, our old dorm. It's where I first started cooking for myself, where Klein used to give me advice late into the night. It's very, very cute. They are best bros and friends. So, then we should have three more that we need to do. Which is Friedel, Dolly. How very, very cute. This is Loggins being very, very cute. Friedel, you and Alan have grown so strong. Looks like you have a war provided you both with ample training opportunities. I've gone a little tougher, a little less of an hustle. Just a little. There's no harm in giving an honest compliment in a once in a while. There they are. And lastly, we have two instructors. You ever think we could have got hurt like that? Cooked up the Ashen Academy never would have disbased themselves attempting something like bad. Can't blame me for every little thing that happens at the Academy. So glad to see all the students who stayed at the Academy are doing well. Probably has hands up behind a battle tomorrow. I'm sure he's going to be alright. We're honestly more concerned about the safety of his enemies, arguing with Instructor Sarah like a couple of lovers. Can't admit their true feelings for one another. I mean, it's true. I mean, is he wrong? Is he wrong? I don't think he is. But there we go. So, then let's head back up to the Academy front gate. See if we can get this medal. I'm unsure if we can. But here we go. So let's head towards the instructor's room. Speak to Thing, see if we can get that Medal of Honor. Yes, you always look out for us, Rean, learning about us, listen to our worries. We certainly can. You gonna give us anything? So we you deserve this, a Medal of Love. It's called the Medal of Love. It's bestowed upon those who shows great compassion and consideration to others. Distributed for the bonds you provided. Very nice. We got all 3 medals. Expectations were high. I could only want to give the impression on. Always keep these virtues these medals signify upon Erebonia. So, I'd like to give you this, the Vermilion. Very powerful one called the Vermilion, occasionally given to those who deemed worthy by the Imperial family. My brother left it in care some time ago. I think it'll be good use in your hands. Yeah, it would have been useful a long ass time ago. But I think I might have outgrown it, unless, let's see it. High HP increases physical damage, increase up to by 80%. Killing enemies increases HP, whereas Force... Oh, it's good, but we're going to keep the Force for now. So, with that one, I do leave next. We have to head to the library. Not the library, the rooftop. Although I kind of do want to go. I just want to see the old schoolhouse, see if we can go in. Oh, hey, Emma. So it's seemingly okay. The doors are locked and we're not allowed in. I did want to check. Right, rooftop. Let's see how the 3 buddies are doing.
Oh, you guys are all up here?
Hi, Rean.
Hey. Nice night, isn't it?
Certainly is.
It's a little on the chilly side, but it still feels pretty nice since there's no breeze out. Oh yeah, you're right.
A peaceful time. Boom, boom.
We're finally back here.
Yeah, gotta admit, seeing it again's making me feel all emotional.
Me too.
No doubt. Especially since, unlike the rest of us, you guys were last here during the festival.
You're probably feeling lonely with Crow missing.
Here's the Rean to say a speech.
Toa, George, Angelica, I want to thank you.
Huh?
For all they've done.
What for?
You guys have helped us out so much. There's no way we could have gone that far without you. If it were just us first years, I don't think things would have gone half as well.
No.
So, On behalf of everyone here, thank you for everything you've done.
We should be the ones thanking you.
Yeah. Think about all the work Class 7 put into this and try saying that again.
Exactly. You guys even helped me deal with my old man. Where would I be without you?
To be honest, George is the biggest unsung hero here.
I guess. But for the record, we've needed you just as much as you say you need us, you know. You shouldered the most responsibility on the Courageous, the ship that carried us and our dreams this far. And I'm gonna need you to keep watching our backs tomorrow. You think you can do that for us?
Like you even had to ask.
We'll be right there with you.
We would never abandon you after we've come this far together.
Thanks.
He's going to say something about
I get
Crow.
this feeling like tomorrow's going to mark a turning point for us. Whether the Imperial Army's operation is a success or a failure, it feels like the time for me to fight Crow is almost here.
That's true.
Yeah. He won't let a chance like this just waltz on by.
Certainly doesn't seem that way.
And this time, I'm not going to let him win. I'll beat him, drag him right back here, and force him to finally graduate with you.
You sure that's even possible, Rean?
Unfortunately, I don't think it is.
That's not going
Even
to
if Rean does.
I'm well aware that it won't be easy. But everyone, not just me, wants the four of you together again. Class 7 managed to reunite, right? Now it's your turn.
You're amazing, Rean. And if you say that's what you're gonna do, I've got no reason to doubt you. Good luck.
So, you know, obviously the last game, it took me by surprise that it was Crow, but now, the only way I see it happening is the only way I think this story ends for Crow is I think Crow dies, and I think that's really fucking sad. Especially for these three, or four of them actually, but yeah.
Tomorrow's operation is sounding crazier by the minute.
I might be way off, but...
Seriously. I better hope I can finish polishing off that Tachi.
Since Vulcan died, it's been on my mind. Let's just put it like that. The conversation finally finished. Toa went back to the student council room to go putting pants once again. After saying goodbyes, George and Angelica departed for the engineering building to get tools and equipment needed to manufacture weapons. And with that, we have done all we need to do up until this point. We'll see a yellow. Toa is another one that we can have the final one with, but that's not who we're choosing. That is not who we're choosing. There can only be one. I thought Sarah was almost there, but front entrance. You know that it has to be this. 2 games build up. Let's see if they actually do something now. I couldn't be happier when the cross came back together at last. It was a tough road, but I won't be staying completely worth it. Granted, I did have everyone's help along the way. Makes me happy to see you so happy. This isn't the end just yet, though. Yeah, it all comes down to tomorrow's. No reason for us to worry. Sticking together's gotten us through some tough times. We can do it. You and me both. Would you mind coming with me to our dorm later on? I want us to see it one more time before we head out. Just the two of us. Alyssa? Agree. I don't see why not. I'll head over there later. Thanks. I'll be over as soon as I'm done too. Guess I'll head over once I take care of everything else I wanted to do today. Which we have done, so let's head towards the engineering building. Just wanted to see if there was anything there. But we've done what we wanted to do. Let's speak to Alyssa. Okay, so we have to head to the front entrance, which is where we are. Even though she's there, let's make our way to the old dorm. I might actually have a quick look here. See if there is any new books for us to buy. None whatsoever. Oh, but we can exchange some stuff. Maybe not. Maybe not for now. We should be all okay, but let's head to the old dorm. with the lights on. Oh, I've already checked on those three. I think checking on Valimir is the next option. Is Valimir not there? Is Valimir the other way? Is Valimir this way? There he is. Cool. Just to make sure that we do it. The big boy.
Hey, Valimar.
Hello, Rean.
I came to see how you're holding up. Sure was a surprise when you offered, but thanks for volunteering to serve as a lookout.
Not a problem. Perhaps you and your friends have influenced me to some degree.
A little bit.
Each and every one of you have come a long way to take this place back. I simply wish for you to be able to dedicate this evening to celebrating that achievement.
Thanks. You know, looking back, I never figured the day would come when I'd be able to have a natural conversation with you like this. You've changed a lot in that regard. You've gone from sounding mechanical to dignified, I suppose.
He's a team member.
I've been working to gradually recover my memories over time. And while still fragmented, I am now able to recollect specific memories from my past.
Ooh.
Really? Does that mean you remember some of what happened before you went to sleep in the old schoolhouse?
Correct. I went to sleep 250 years, 128 days ago. And my previous awakener was a man known as Drykel's Right Arner.
We all knew it.
Wow. So it really was Drykel's, huh?
All those memories.
I had my suspicions when I saw that memory in the last shrine, but I didn't want to assume.
I believe you resonated with the memories that reside within the proving grounds. Drykel's visited the spirit shrines as you did. In each one, he obtained the same ore with which to forge his weapon, advanced upon the same capital.
History repeating itself.
And it was there, with many allies at his side, that he laid the war to rest in one final confrontation.
It's kind of eerie how similar our paths are.
It is.
But it makes me feel a little self-conscious too, in a way. I doubt we're doing all this half as well as he did. What kind of person was he, anyway?
He was an open-minded, composed, and driven man. Full of bravery and daring, and in some ways, an enigma. Yet for those he met, he was ever kind and merciful.
I mean, it's a pretty good description of Rean.
He had dignity in measure with his stature, and still at times, one could see in his eyes the glimmer of a child's.
Huh. He was really something, wasn't he? Hearing you talk about him, I don't know if I could be anything like he was.
This is where Valimir serves the mic drop.
Maybe if I were, I'd be able to do more for everyone.
There is little need in striving to be something you are not.
Huh?
Since my awakening, I have watched over you. I have seen you grow as a person. Drykel's found success in playing to his strengths. You, though different, possess strengths no less great. Just as he attracted his own supporters, so too have you gained those who would choose to stand by your side and no other.
Indeed.
Take pride in those who become your sword, for not even kings can buy the world to you.
Thanks, Valimar. You're right. I should focus on improving myself as I am, rather than try to become someone I'm not.
Very true.
Seeing as how I'm fighting for my future and to bring home my friend, it wouldn't make sense to be anyone else, really.
And there it is in the distance. The Red City.
Oh, yeah. It sounds like the Tachi will be done by morning. So if you're up for it, I think we should test it out tomorrow. I'll be counting on you, Valimar.
I shall do all within my power.
But Drykel's Riseano. Interestingly learnt. But with that, I believe one last thing is to get this two-story romance hopefully to an end. Though there's probably going to be a way in the third. I promised I'd meet Elisa. I should wait and head inside and wait though. Kind of early. Return to the dormitory, we'll do all of the shit. We're taking the bait, and we're entering the next stage.
Sorry for the wait, Rean.
Here we go.
Oh, hey, Elisa. I only just got here, actually. All done catching up with the rest of the lacrosse club?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was great to be back with them, but I think we've done enough celebrating for the time being. Plus, Ferris ended up giving me a few friendly words of advice, too. It's kind of hard to say no to a girl who keeps insisting a lady ought to not keep a gentleman waiting, you know?
Yeah, sounds like her all right.
Anyway, never mind her. It really does feel strange to be back here in our old dormitory. In a good way, of course.
Indeed.
As soon as I stepped through the doors, all the memories of the times we spent together here came flooding back.
Yeah, same here. It's been a long time coming, but we finally made it. Well, while we're here, do you want to walk around inside for a bit? I'm curious how things are upstairs, too.
Yeah, has anyone touched it?
Sure, why not?
Oh no, they've kept it somewhat the same. Still got Itachi there. And that's Crow's room, I'm guessing. Yeah.
It's funny how time works, isn't it?
It certainly is.
It's only been a couple months since we were last here, and yet I feel like it's been years.
I guess that just goes to show how much of a mark the time we spent here has left on us, though.
Mm-hmm.
Every room, every corridor has a memory attached to it. Just one look, and I suddenly remember it all like it was yesterday.
You know, I guess that's true. I just wish Crow were here with us to share this feeling. It doesn't feel quite right without him.
Yeah.
I wish you were here, too. He's as much a part of Class 7 as the rest of us. Give it time, though. Next thing you know, he'll be right here reminiscing with us.
One could hope.
You really never change, Rean. It was clear from the moment we met. You were someone who really cared for others. And you're as kind now as you were then. You were our leader, always tirelessly looking out for every member of the group and putting our needs before your own. We're so grateful for all you've done, and that goes double for me.
Hee. Here we go.
Hey, Rean. Do you still remember our first day at the academy?
Our first day?
No, you met at the train station.
How can I possibly forget? First, we bumped into each other outside the station because I was so taken by the lino flowers, and then that happened. I'd love to tell you I've done what you asked and forgotten, but that's just plain not possible. Sorry about that.
I should have known. Then again, who am I to talk? It's such an embarrassing memory, I doubt I'll ever be able to forget it. And the part outside the station was the most picture-perfect way to meet you, too. Then we both had to go and ruin it.
Indeed.
I really am sorry about what happened, though. Just so we're clear on that.
In a strange way, though, it kind of worked out for the best. Afterward, I just kept thinking about what happened over and over again. And before I knew it, I couldn't get you out of my head.
It's actually happening.
We barely met, and you were willing to risk getting seriously injured just to protect me from harm. That left a real impression on me. I kept wondering, why? Why would you do that? What kind of person must you be? Next thing I knew, I found myself watching you from afar. I was so curious about every little thing you did. And the more I learned about you, the more I wanted to know. I wanted to find out how you saw the world around you and how you're able to live so true to yourself.
You know, you were always on my mind too.
There we go.
You've always been hardworking, with all the pride of a noble and a strong competitive streak. But I think what stood out to me the most was how considerate you are of others, and how you always put them before yourself. All
Maybe.
the time you say you were thinking about me, I was probably thinking about you too. To be honest, you've been on my mind ever since our picture-perfect meeting, as you put it.
1 second, guys. So, rather annoyingly, my food delivery, as in like my Tesco delivery, came right at that moment. So, here we go. You've been on my mind ever since our picture-perfect meeting, as you put it.
Really?
During the past few weeks and months, I've gotten to know more and more about what makes you the person you are. The two of us have had so many long talks about finding our own paths through life, or about deciding how we want to live. Somewhere along the line, I found myself hoping that between whatever you decided and whatever I decided, the paths we chose for ourselves would eventually meet and become one. So we could walk side by side.
How cute.
Does that mean?
I love you, Elisa.
Ugh, it's a heavy word.
No matter what happens, or what you decide to do with your life. Even if our paths one day end up parting, and we have to go our separate ways, my feelings for you will never change.
Rean.
It's just how Falcon wanted it.
If it weren't for you, I'm not sure I would have ever found the courage to find a path for myself at all. I was only able to because of how much your determination inspired me. How it made me want to struggle on, just like you do. And I love you too, Rean.
I'm so glad.
There we go. The confirmation.
I'm feeling kind of embarrassed now. I've got a lot of memories of this place already, but I think this one might leave the strongest impression of all.
Most probably.
So am I. I can't see my face, but I think it's safe to say it's redder than it was at the old schoolhouse. But I'll never forget this moment. No matter what happens, I won't forget. No matter what hardships I might end up facing, I'll just have to think of you, and I'll be strong enough to overcome them.
The power couple is real.
And the same goes for me, too. I've got no idea if I really deserve someone as good as you. There's still so much I don't know about myself. But I do know that I want you by my side, now and in the future. Whatever may happen, Elisa, I hope we'll be able to find a path we can share with one another.
The group text this evening will be spicy.
I hope so too.
Is Celine going to be out there looking in? Is it snowing? Wow. Your bond with Elisa is strengthened. I believe it's the strongest it can be. Irreseparable. We're at link 7. Overdrive number 2. Elise on love. A small shower has emitted down through the airwaves. The Academy Field. The new Tachi. Colour themed accordingly. This is amazing. Really were able to forge Valimir and use Tachi from Zemurian ore. Of course I was. It was a massive weapon totaling over 7 arg in length. So uncommon shape made refining process the ore exceedingly difficult, to say the least, but it was done. I doubt we'd been able to do it if not for the help of that stubborn old student of mine over there. You're the least qualified person on this entire continent to call anyone else stubborn. I'm with you, instructor. And sure was a shock to learn that you were also a former student of the professor's Instructor Makarov. I've heard you were once a student at Roar Institute of Technology and never connected the dots. It's how I preferred it, too. Oh, that was a long, long time ago. I'll never fathom why you two chose not to stay and study more under me. The office still stands, however, and ain't no talent when I see it. I couldn't possibly. I doubt half the talent would keep up with you. Give it to him straight, George, or won't get it through his damn near impenetrable skull of his. Tell him you go insane if you spent years working under his arrogant, self-centered prick like him. Still, a beautiful blade. The radiance is simply dazzling. Ain't nothing like out there like Zemurian ore. It's probably not as sharp as something a real swordsmith would make, though. None of us are smiths by profession, but Valimir should find it easier to use than any weapon he could have taken it from a Soldant, and that's what counts. Let's give it a try. Ooh, it resonates with him. Whoa. They're resonating with one another. They sure are. Here we go. How beautiful. It truly is astounding. You look cool, Valimir. I'm not sure what's happening, but it's amazing, alright. I think we finally have a chance. Feedback process with the new armaments complete. I do indeed feel this easier to wield than previous armaments. Good, I'm glad to hear it. You think this'll do the trick? I had high expectations, but this shattered them. Finally stand a chance against him now. Professor Schmidt, Instructor Markov, George. Thank you all so much for what you've done. Save your thanks. And I did what is to satisfy my curiosity. Whatever you do now is of no concern to me. He's not being modest either, Rean. He totally means that. This is just how he is. Same deal with the old railway guns, the Sultans, and the old jamming device. As soon as his work is done, he loses interest completely and is off to find something else to do. Something wrong with that? No. I would think not. All said, I think preparations are now complete. Yes, sir. I think it's about time to get everyone. The fated moment has finally arrived. Current time is 6:30 in the morning. Everyone should gather here again at 7:30 hours. Make sure you're wearing what I gave you earlier. Right. What is she planning? They were up fucking early. Jesus. Well, for normal people, I'm up that early. As a chef, I'm in early doing a shit ton of prep. Means long hours, but it's good fun. Anyway, what we got here? Ah, the red bands.
All of the students have gathered.
Good. Instructor Sarah, Instructor Thomas, Instructor Makarov. We'll leave you in capable hands.
Understood.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of them.
Just leave them to us.
Students of Thors, I'm sure most of you remember what was imparted to you during your respective workman ceremonies. Arise, O youth, and become foundation of the world. These are the words of Emperor Dracos, the man who ended the War of the Lions and founded this very academy. I asked you to consider what the world he refers to is, and what qualities one what qualities one must possess to be its foundation. I imagine each of you had your own thoughts in response. However, I ask not that you make a mistake of assuming that foundation is synonymous with sacrifice. I believe that it is by walking side by side with others, opening up a path and treading down on it, that one does this. As such, I have but one very simple message for each and every single one of you to remember. Return alive. Welcome spring's arrival with one another, and when the time comes, fly the nest with one another. And to that end, I wish you victory.
May Adios and Drycles the Lionheart be with you all. And please, come back here safe and unharmed. Our objective is to rescue His Majesty the Emperor, as well as those who were captured with him. Everyone, move out! Understood.
A big moment. Rean can now use the S-craft, Termination / Dawn. Surface air temperature is 5 degrees, humidity 13. There's a northwesterly wind blowing at 11 AP. Incoming messages from 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions. They pass the Swashadraka barrier in Trista, moving into formation about 100 south from Heimdallar. Main cannons and secondary armaments are good to go, ready at any time. Orbital engines are operating normally. All crew members, present and accounted for, ready to give the operation your command. Understood. We're ready to go. Still, it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing anything from Prince Olivert. There's no word from Father either. They're probably hands full in the west. It's starting to get really hectic from what I've heard. I've asked Mitt to try and get in contact with Toval, but I'm not banking on him succeeding. It's too bad. Would have been great to have him here too. There's no point in lamenting on what we don't have. Right, all we can do is make the best of our current situation. I'm with them. Still, the battle doesn't begin until midday. We've got time. Is there anything you want to take care of? Now's your chance. Anything spring to mind? None of you mention it. Tor, are there any new requests to take care of? So, we got some requests to do. My Gormand don't want none. Sashian violence. Nord by Northeast. Ymir far, wherever you are. We'll do these requests, of course, in the next episode. Getting Battle Remby is a top priority. Indeed it is. If you need anything, let me know. There's no such thing as being too ill prepared for this. Forward, relentlessly. All subquests will disappear, child chests will become permanently unavailable. If you want another chance to buy items, quartz and the like, this will not be come for some time. Fun. Feels like we should bring these ones on. We're going to bring the 108s, not Millium, but we'll bring Alyssa on because it feels right in the storyline. But I'll say to you, if you have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, where we do ourselves some nice little side quests first. Peace.